I want to find the net capacitance of the series combination of different capacitors. Suppose that we have three capacitors C1, C2 and C3. If they are connected in series with a battery whose potential is V, then the potential drop across the first capacitor is V1, the potential drop across the second capacitor is V2 and the potential drop across the third capacitor will be V3. Then we can find that the total potential supplied by the battery will be just equal to the potential stored across the each capacitor. It means total sum of the potential across the capacitors will be equal to sum of the potential supplied by the battery. It means V equal to V1 plus V2 plus V3. Since these capacitors are connected in series, so the charge is same in each capacitor. The charge stored in each capacitor will be same. So suppose that the capacitance of the first capacitor is C1, then charge stored across this capacitor is Q. Then if the V1 is the potential across the first capacitor, then V1 can be defined as Q upon C1. Similarly, V2 can be defined as Q upon C2 and V3 will be equal to Q upon C3. Suppose that if these capacitors are replaced by a single capacitor whose capacity is C, and this is also connected with the same battery of potential V, then if the charge stored across this capacitor is Q also, then the potential is across the capacitor will be equal to Q by C. If we put the value of V, V1, V2 and V3 in this formula, that is V equal to V1 plus V2 plus V3, then we find that 1 by C equal to 1 by C1 plus 1 by C2 plus 1 by C3. It means the charge which is common in both sides can be cancelled with each other. So the reciprocal of the effective capacitance, this is the effective capacitance, net capacitance or total capacitance. So the reciprocal of the effective capacitance is the sum of the reciprocals of the individual capacitance. Matlab first the capacitance of the first capacitor plus capacitance of the second capacitor, sum of the reciprocals of the individual capacitances. It means 1 upon C1 plus 1 upon C2 plus 1 upon C3. In general, if we want to write this, then we can write it as 1 upon C equal to sigma I equal to 1 to n 1 upon Ci. If there are n capacitances are connected in series, then the total capacitance or net capacitance of the combination will be 1 upon C equal to 1 upon C1 plus 1 upon C2 plus 1 upon C3. This is all about the series combination of capacitor. Now let us come to the point parallel combination of capacitors. Come to the next topic, that is parallel combination of capacitors. Suppose that we have three capacitors whose capacity is C1, C2 and C3. If they are connected parallelly with a battery of potential V, then the potential stored across each capacitor will be same. It means the potential across the capacitor C1 is V, across C2 is also V and across C3 will also V. So the charge stored across the first capacitor, suppose that is Q1 and that of across C2 is Q2 and across C3 is Q3, then the total charge stored in the capacitors Q1, C1, C2, C3 will be equal to the total charge supplied by the cell. That means Q equal to Q1 plus Q2 plus Q3. Now what will be the value of Q? Q is the net charge supplied by the cell. Suppose that if the net effective capacitance of each capacitor is replaced by a single capacitor Cp, that is parallel combination of the capacitors. Then if the effective capacitor is supplied by the battery, if this capacitor is connected with a battery of potential V, and if the charge stored across this capacitor in this capacitor is just equal to the total charge stored in each capacitor, then this capacitor is known as the effective capacitance of the capacitors. So in this case we can write it as Q equal to Cp multiplied by V, and from here Q1 can be defined as Q1 equal to C1V, and Q2 equal to C2V, and Q3 equal to C3V. So Q1 equal to C1V, Q2 equal to C2V, and Q3 equal to C3V, and Q equal to from here CPV. So if we write the values of Q, Q1, Q2, Q3 from these equations in the first equation, then we find out CPV equal to C1V plus C2V plus C3V. As we are saying that V is common, so it will be cancelled both sides. So Cp equal to C1 plus C2 plus C3. This is the general formula. In this formula, we are saying that the effective capacitance of the parallel combination of the different capacitors is equal to the algebraic sum of the capacitances of individual capacitors. Okay, if we have n capacity, that is C1, C2, C3 and so on, so the net effective capacitance of these capacitors will be equal to sigma of I equal to 1 to n Ci. Okay, this is all about the parallel combination of capacitors. Let us solve some numerical problem on the combination of capacitors. Numerical problem based on the combination of the capacitances. Suppose that this is a circuit of 5 capacitances. In this, C1, C2, C3 are connected in series, C4, C5 is also connected in series, but the combination of these three is connected with parallel with the combination of these two. So to find out the equivalent capacitance of this circuit, first we have to find out what will be the effective capacitance of this series combination and this series combination. So we can reduce this circuit via single capacitor in each line that can be also connected with a battery of potential 20 volt. Okay, and this will be the series combination of these three capacitance. So we know that the formula of the series combination of the capacitance is 1 upon C equal to 1 upon C1 plus 1 upon C2 plus 1 upon C3. So suppose that if we take it as C1 dash or CS dash and CS double dash, then C1 dash CS dash will be equal to 1 upon 9 microfarad is common for each other. So our answer is also in microfarad. 1 upon 9 plus 1 upon 18 plus 1 upon 27. What will be the LCM? That will be 54 and 9, 6, 18, 3 and 27, 2 ja. So 11 by 54, 11 by 54 so what will be the value of C dash S? That will be equal to 54 by 11 microfarad. Similarly, we can find out the CS double dash. The value of C dash S is obtained as 54 upon 11 microfarad. Similarly, we can find out value of the CS double dash. So 1 upon Cs double dash is equal to 1 upon C4 plus 1 upon C5. 1 upon C4, C4 means 8, okay, and C5 means 16, that will be 16, 2 plus 1, 3 upon 16. So Cs double dash equal to 16 by 3 microfarad. This is equal to 16 by 3 microfarad. Now, if we want to calculate the parallel combination of these two capacitors Cs dash and Cs double dash, then we can easily draw another circuit which is equivalent to this, and both capacitors Cs dash and Cs double dash can be replaced by a single capacitor, suppose that Cp. Then the value of this Cp will be equal to Cs dash plus Cs double dash, because all these two capacitors are connected in parallel. So Cp equal to Cs dash means 54 divided by 11 plus Cs double dash means 16 by 3. So that will be 33, and 3 4s are 12, 3 5s are 15. 15, 116 plus 16, 6, and 16, 1, 17. So 8, 3 and 3 by 33. This will be the answer. So this will be the net effective capacitance of the combination of these capacitors. So easily you can also find out what will be the charge stored across each capacitor. So this is your homework. You can find out the charge stored across each capacitor, and also this is a simple assignment for you. In first, there are two capacitors and you have to find out the charge stored across these two capacitors and potential across these two capacitors. Here in the second question, there are three capacitors in which two are combined in series and one, that is third one, is combined with parallel with these two. So if C1, C2, C3 and the battery source whose potential V equal to 10 volt is given, then what will be the charge stored across these capacitors and what will be the net effective capacitance? It means effective capacitance. You have to find out the net effective capacitance, and also what will be the potential across C1, C2 and C3. So find out the value of the Q1, Q2, Q3 and V1, V2, V3, also C effective total net capacitance. Okay.